Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from the Revisionist series from Marstons Brewery. It's an exclusive for Tesco, and it's the Pacific Hop Red Ale. South Pacific hop varieties from New Zealand. Maybe Nelson Sauvin. Red coloured label. Bottle cap. Produced again by Simon Yates. If you've not watched the rest of the Revisionist beers that I reviewed, please watch them all. Revisionist Lager, Saison, Hefeweizen, Steam Beer, and now this Red Ale. Again, loads of carbonation. That's fine. Nobody said you can't in a red ale. Quite a bit of carbonation. Red beer, very bright, loads of carbonation, 2 fingers of tan coloured head. Let's get the aroma. And my goodness me. Let me explain. I reviewed tonight most of the Revisionist beers from Marstons, and they've all had a sulphur, farty aroma from the carbonation that's been pumped into this beer. I can't even put that beer to my nose, it stinks. Maybe very different in the taste. I've experienced the lager, it was very farty, but it was okay in the taste. Oh, it's mind-blowingly terrible, the aroma to this beer. Let's give it a taste. Oh my goodness me. That's shocking. The sulphur I was picking up in the aroma, I'm picking up in the taste. And the sulphur is an off flavour in a beer. It's acidic, sulphury, metallic. Do you know, you big brewers out there are going to be absolutely stomped on, absolutely stomped within the next 3 years. You cannot produce beers like this. The company, the size you are, Marstons, you cannot produce beer like this. Do you know I was in Poland 2 weeks ago, and they were producing unbelievably good beer. Unbelievable. It was smashingly good stuff. From Hefeweizens to Belgian doubles to Russian imperial stouts. I cannot believe the quality of UK beer. Let me take that back in a very, very big way. That was a slip of the tongue. I cannot believe the quality of some of the bigger breweries in the UK. I just cannot believe it. It is so bad. So bad. You've got the Americans producing unbelievably good beer. Sweden producing unbelievably good beer. Denmark, Norway, Germany, Belgium, Poland, Canada, Australia. These people are circling around you, and they're going to have one hell of a feast if you carry on producing beers like this. This is terrible, terrible beer. I cannot begin to explain how bad this beer is. It's oily. It's nasty, kind of Jennings bitter. Rubber tyre. You know where you've overdone the hop and it just tastes of burnt rubber? It's sulphury, acidic. It's a mess. It's a complete mess. Marstons Red Ale, exclusively brewed for Tesco. And I suspect Tesco are the real villains here, because Tesco have said, we want a craft beer, but we want you to produce it for X amount of money. And that X amount of money probably involves about 5p. It's bad. Why on earth have Marstons got involved with this? I don't know. I just do not know. I'm going to mark this as a 1 out of 10. I might be a little bit kind of tipsy at this stage. I've still got my wits about me. The reason is that I've chosen tonight to review 9 Marstons beers. I've drunk a third out of each pint. I'll show you. Jennings bitter, the lager, whatever the hell that is. Yeah, you get my drift. I've not been able to drink much of it. Do you know, in the 1980s there were large breweries. I read an article recently that stated that Courage were huge. They were a big company, too big to fail in the brewing industry, and a couple of other big companies which are now no more. And now the big 3 are Marstons, Badger, and another company. But just to be in the big 3, the biggest, or I think it's Wells and Youngs, or I think they call themselves Charles Wells these days. Green King also. The trouble is, when you get to the position they get in, they rest on their laurels. They start to go, ooh, you know, we're massive, we're too big to fail. We're Barclays, we're Northern Rock. Too big to fail. But I am telling you now, the beer I've been drinking in America and around the world absolutely terrorizes this beer that I'm drinking tonight. Terrorizes it. unless you change, you're doomed. Absolutely doomed. And don't say I didn't warn you. Thanks for watching. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers.